Hey, Jordan. And congratulations to everything you are, girlfriend. I'm putting hand sanitizer on my hands because because they asked you. Oh no, Kalina, this is a hey girlfriend. No, this is I'm encouraged. I'm very encouraged. You're welcome, Jordan, baby. Perry, don't be laughing because I had to use hand sanitizer because my hands was ashy. I know that's why you're laughing. I can't find my lotion though. I don't know what I did with it. Woo, TT girl, I got you. You'll need it in about 19 years. Before then, about a good 17 of them. Hey Britt, hey sis. I know the hand sanitizer is gonna make it worse, but I'm just gonna keep on putting more on. I get ashy in real life. Hey guys. TJ, Rondo, what's up? Hey Jada. Y'all know me. I don't even have to wait till 1 million people is on. I just start talking when I see one person say hi. Hey Brandy. So I wanted to hop on here today. Happy holidays, everybody. Everybody, happy holidays. I pray that all is well. I know 2020 been kind of crazy. It's gonna get better. It better. But it will. 2020 has some rough spots, but it has some really, really good spots also. I think the world just needed a deep dive, just to kind of see what's next. But I wanted to kind of hop on here today just for a second. I ain't gonna be on here too long. Y'all know I always say that, and then next thing you know, I'll be on here talking for a long time. But that's only if the conversation get good. Hell, if it get good, I'm gonna keep talking. If it don't, then I'm gonna go ahead and close it out. But hey Pierre, hey cousin. So I wanted to talk about parenting and the pain of stepping back from parenting. And when I say step back, I don't mean dismiss your child. I don't mean stop loving your child. I don't mean like that. But at some point, our adult kids, this is not a Bailey and Josh broadcast. This is for our older children, not the younger ones. The younger ones, we done messed up. They asked, they're spoiled, and they are who they gonna be. But the older ones, I can speak from experience, at least 24 years of it. My son is now 24. And I know for a fact that I have been needing to step back for a very, very long time. And when I say, I mean probably high school years. Probably that. But I couldn't. And I couldn't because he was absolutely all I had. Absolutely. No doubt about it. There was no man. There was no anyone. There was just me and there was him. And anybody that knew us knew that. But I'm watching him become a man, but for some reason, maybe it was maybe my right eye kept seeing a little boy. My left eye kept seeing a man growing up, but my right eye kept seeing him as a little boy. A little boy who has always needed his mama for everything. Even when he didn't need me, he needed me. And even when I thought he didn't need me, you know what I'm saying? He needed me. So that's just what it was. We would bump heads about a few things. Now, mind you, we've always been best friends. And this is not just about Dejan live. I'm just speaking from experience, and I know there's other people. There's others also. But for the last few months, I've had to step back. And I've had to cut off I've had to step back from being mommy. So now we Alicia and we Dejan. we damn near kind of like Mudge and Dejan. You know what I'm saying? Mudge and Day Day. That's who we are. But and as much as it hurt, as much as it absolutely hurt, it's necessary. It's necessary because if I'm ever going to watch him become the man that he needs to be, I have to step back from being the mommy that I've always been. I have to learn how to just be mama. Just be mama. He's not going to always be what I want him to be. He's not going to always do what I expect him to do. He's just not. You know, I didn't do what my mom expected me to do. I know damn well me being knocked up at 15 wasn't on her list of things for my life. You know, but when you can see your child in a position that you know they don't have to go down, you know they don't have to. You don't really have to bump your head. Sometimes they just really want to, and sometimes you just have to let them. And I don't want him to bump his head in the sense of, "I told you so. I told you so." That's not what I want. I want him to bump his head and be like, "Damn, that shit hurt. I don't want to do that again. And I'm not going to do that again. I'm going to find a different way. I'm going to figure it out." My biggest fear was for my son to have to just figure life out, no matter what. But it's just so needed. It hurts not to be able to communicate with my child. It hurts not to be able to just grab them and hug them and love them and all that kind of stuff. It does. It absolutely does hurt to not be able to do that. But that space was needed. I think we absolutely needed this time apart so we can, when we come back to each other, come correct on both ends, not just on his end. I'm not right because I'm mama, and he's not wrong just because he's a child. But at some point, we have to go back and redo this thing so we can go back to who we were before. And not before as in he's a baby and, you know, not that. But we have to know how to communicate with each other. He has to know and be able to understand that when mama says something, I'm not trying to dig in your business and dig in your life and do all of that. I can't. That's your business. That's your business. That's your life. You do that. But one thing you cannot do is you can't disrespect me and need me. Not in the same motherfucking sentence. You cannot. Never. Not in the same day. You can't do that. So you can't disrespect me and need me. And I don't mean disrespect. Now, one thing I've never had was just this crazy disrespectful chat. I ain't never had that. The respect has always been there. But as a mom and as who I am, I know when you're getting close and you riding at that disrespectful line. I don't like the line. You know, I don't like it. So, and I know there's some mom shit that I do that he doesn't like. And I know there's some lines that I may cross on that disrespectful end going his way, because you got to understand, he is a man now. He is a man now. He wants to be treated as such. And I'm a woman. I want to be treated like, no, I'm a mama. The hell, I'm mama, and I want to be treated as a mama at all times. I do, you know, but I want him to be able to stand tall and look at himself in the mirror and be like, you know what? Had a couple bumps and bruises along the way, but I got this. He don't have to say, "Mama, you was right." He don't have to say any of that. He don't have to say any of that. I would much rather love him from afar and see him become a man than be up close and hurt. That's just me. I can love your ass from all the way down the street. Ask my cousins. Ask my family. I can do it. I can love you from all the way down the street, but I don't have to deal with you because it hurts me too much to be up close when you messing up. It hurts. But if it's far away, I can kind of look down the street and be like, oh, okay, he got up. He getting himself together. He's finding his way. He could do that, you know. I know how to always make sure he's safe and okay. I know how to always make sure he's, you know, he done ate. I know how to make sure he, you know what I'm saying? I know how to do those things. I do. I know how to do those things. But I have to learn how to put my hands in my lap and just let him be who the hell he is supposed to be. That is harder than anything I've ever done. It's harder than any job I've ever worked. It's harder than anything. I go to sleep every single night with my baby on my mind and in my heart. Not them two little ass toddlers. I ain't talking about them. I'm talking about, I know the times come. The times do come. Talisha, the times definitely come. When you think about your little children, you never think about them growing up. And you never think about that day when they say, I got this. I can do it. I don't need you to help me. But can you give me some money? To a parent, that shit is a slap in the face. Because don't say you don't need me and you got it and you don't want and you this, that, and the other. Yet you need me for something else on the opposite end of things. I'm never going to let you fall flat on your face and stay there. Now, there's a difference. I'm going to let you fall. Hell yeah, you're going to fall. Because that's the only way you're going to be able to learn. But the mama in me just can't let you stay there. I can't let you stay on your face. Not when I'm standing upright. Not when I'm standing upright. That's the hard part. That shit is so hard. I did get it, Talisha. But that is absolutely the hard part. No one would ever know in this world how many times I've gone to bed hurting. How many times I've woke up hurting. Just because of that disconnect. Just because of that, you know what I'm saying, not really understanding where we went wrong and how we got off track and where we supposed to go from there. And in the midst of all of that, Mom, I need you. And in the midst of all of that, I just want you to call and say, Mama, how you doing? I want you to just say, Mom, are you feeling okay today? Mom, can you know what I'm saying? Like, all of that. That's what I need you to do. I don't need my son to come and take my trash out. I don't need my son to come and watch his brother and sister. I don't need him to do none of those things. I need you to just check on me. Just say, Mama, how you doing? Mom, you good? You all right? You straight? It'll make it a whole lot easier giving you that $20 at the end of that conversation. It makes it a whole lot easier. But I don't think kids really understand. But I promise you, it's a lesson in absolutely everything. Because I remember a time when I didn't do that with my own mom. I remember as I was growing up and becoming my own person and all this, that, and the other, I thought Mama was so cool on her end that I really didn't have to check in and say what's up and see how she was doing. And when I moved out on my own, I really didn't have to because it's just like, hey, I got my own life going on. I was like, whoa, this crazy. My 3 minutes is up here. But I was like, whoa, this is crazy because this shit is coming back full circle. Full circle is coming back to me. But it has to stop here. It absolutely got to stop here because I don't want him to feel the same thing when it comes to his own children. I don't want him to feel that. I don't want him to sit up and wonder what, you know what I'm saying, his kids, for him to wonder like, damn, what my kids doing? My kids okay? My kids cool? I got my grandkids, of course, absolutely. I'm going to make sure they all right. I'm going to lessen the load on that one. I promise you about that, you know. But being his mama, though, being his mama was more important to me than being Bailey and Josh's mama. And I know people be like, how do you make a difference in between your kids? I had my children at 2 different times in my life. And I know that my son doesn't feel some kind of way because he has 2 younger siblings and it seemed like they get the world because if you look around, he got the same thing that they got. The only difference is it's a 2-parent home. And I'm 40 almost instead of 15. So I absolutely am not the parent that I was when I was 15 years old. And I thank God for that because I'm not supposed to be. And I will never let anyone make me feel some kind of way for being a better mom. Shit, I was supposed to be a better mom. Supposed to be. And I wasn't even a bad one back then. I wasn't even a bad one at 15. But I definitely made some decisions and I definitely made some choices that I may or may not be so proud of. You know, but one thing he's always done was went to sleep to me and woke up to me. Unless I was at Planet Soul. Other than that, he always went to sleep with me, to me, and woke up to me. There was never nothing in this world that was placed in front of him. I never placed a man in front of him. He never had men in and out his life or anything like that. Now, you might have had a coach or a friend or a something like that, but there was nobody disciplining him, telling him what to do and what he should and shouldn't do. Now, you're going to learn how to be a man, but I didn't have to have a man come in and whoop your ass to make you act right, because he was just that good of a kid. He was. So I always need to kind of refresh, just kind of, I'm saying, like, kind of get myself together so I'll know that I'm not doing anything wrong by stepping back. I'm being a parent. I'm being who he needs me to be. And he doesn't need mommy right now. He just needs mama. He needs mama to understand that he's becoming a man and that he got some shit that he got to do. And that's the tough pill to swallow. It is. It's absolutely the toughest thing in the world, is to watch your baby navigate throughout life and go down roads and dark alleys and side streets and winding, you know what I'm saying? That's the hardest shit in the world to do. Of course, I smile and laugh and I play every day, all day, because I got things to keep me going. But my mind and my heart is always on this little boy right here. He was in somebody's wedding. He ain't gonna want me to show y'all though, but my mind and my heart is always on my first baby, because that's my love. But it doesn't make me love him it doesn't mean that I love him any less because I'm stepping back. So I'm proud of the fact. That's why I got on here today, to say that I'm proud of the fact that I was able to step back. It took a long time. And this is the longest that me and my baby has ever gone without talking to one another. But lines had to be drawn. They did. And I'm sure if he's the child that I definitely raised, he understands it too. But one thing about my son is, honey, he got a stubbornness about him that, child, please. When that little boy is doing his thing, he is strictly doing his thing, and he's always been like that. He's got both his parents in him when it comes to that. But I love the fact that in with that, there is no disrespect. In with that, there is no love loss. In with that, it's learning how to cope. And it's scary. Learning how to cope and learning how to deal with one another, because one thing I've always taught him is that one day I won't be here. One day I won't be on this earth, and you have to know how to navigate through this life with or without me. You have to still know how to be your children's father. You have to still know how to be that woman's husband or that woman's boyfriend or that woman's, you know what I'm saying? You know, that job's employee or that boss to that company, or, you still have to know how to be these things when mama's gone. Now, my young ass don't plan on going nowhere anytime soon, but I need him to get it together. I want to be on this earth to see it. I don't need none of y'all asses texting me up in heaven talking about, he got it, girl, because I know where I'm going. I want to be able to see it for myself, because no one else in this world has been able to clap for him like I have. Don't nobody clap for him like me. Whether he believes it or not, there's nobody in this world that claps for that young man like I do. But in with clap it for him, I'm going to call you out on your shit. I'm going to let you know when you're not doing what you're supposed to do. I'm going to let you know when I feel like you're not reaching your potential. I'm going to let you know when, you know what I'm saying, you draining my ass dry. I'm going to do all of those things. Shut up, Bougie. I'm going to do all those things. And, Nisha, I hear you when you say it's a Sagittarius in him, but I'm a Sagittarius too. And so is his father. But there's a level of go in me that I don't even know if it's a zodiac thing. I don't know. It's in me. It's in me, and it always has been in me. And it's in him too. Just got to unlock it. He just has to unlock it. But the problem is, I've been holding the keys for so long. The boy ain't had a chance to try to develop his own keys to unlock his own shit. Because I'm still like, you need help? Oh, I got you. Oh, you need this? Oh, I got you. Oh, I don't want you to fall? I got you. Come on now. I can't keep talking shit and helping you at the same time, because at some point, what you gonna do? So I stepped all the way back, y'all. I stepped all the way back because we both need to regroup. We both need to absolutely regroup and get this thing together. We have to. And the fact that I have not shed not one tear about it since the beginning. I cried my ass off at first. I did. I cried like hell at first. I took these lashes off. I got in that shower and I cried until I couldn't, because my heart pumps for him first. Before anybody else. Before anybody else in this world, my heart pumps for him. I got out that shower. I pulled this hair up in a bun. I dried the lashes off. I put them lashes back on, and mama been all right ever since then. I've been okay ever since. And it's because I know that everything that I do, I know that my intentions are thorough. You know what I'm saying? I know that everything I do it with it. You know what I'm saying? Like anything that I do, I'm making sure it's for the good of him. I'm making sure that he's okay. Because one day he's going to get hit with the same thing from his own children. Child, one day somebody going to be like, Daddy, I don't like you. I don't love you. He got a girl and a boy. But one day somebody going to give him attitude. And one day somebody going to buck up. And what you going to do? What you going to do when they buck up? What you going to do when they tell you about you? What they going to do when they tell you how not so great you've been as a parent? What are you going to do when you say no and they act as if you've never said yes? Ooh, child, what you going to do? I need him to be able to know what to do when that time comes. And he know he got me. He know he got me. He ain't even got you know what I'm saying? He know he got me. But at the same time, when you got a son that's 6'3" and your little ass is 5'6", you got to be like, look, I will punch you in your shit, bring you down so we can figure this thing out together. And that's just what it was. It wasn't a literal punch, but it was just like that. Oh, okay, I got you. Cool. Well, mama gonna step back. So now, baby, you got to do life. You got to do life on your own, baby. On your own terms, your own shit, your own, all of that. You gonna be, and if something happens where you just happen to fall down on your face, you got to sit in it for a second this time. You got to sit in it for a second this time. Because I've picked you up so many times. Because that's mama. And that's the mommy in me. That's what I'm supposed to do. Remember I told you, my left eye see he's becoming a man. My right eye see him as a little boy. I still be wanting to talk baby talk and shit. I can't do that. That's a grown man. We don't cuss. But shit, we got to talk different. But I need him to get this thing. Because I want his woman. I want his wife. I want his wife to be like, I got a dope ass man. I got a good man that was raised phenomenally. He's able to love me. He's able to appreciate me. He's able to respect me. He's able to understand me. He's able to listen to me. I got a damn good man. And that's what I want him to be. So my son don't have to, he ain't never, let me tell you, some people be thinking that because I got married, that's when life went to the sky. That's when life went to the sky with bells on. I ain't never lived no shabby ass life. I never was no shabby ass mother. I got knocked up at 15 and I did what I had to do. I took care of business. I made sure shit was straight. I made sure that he ate. I made sure he had everything that he needed. If I needed to cut corners here or there, that's what I did. But I made sure that he was everything that he needed to be. I made sure that when he walked into a room, he commanded somebody's goddamn attention. I don't care what it was. If he was on the field, he was going to be good. If he was off the court, he was going to be good. If he was sitting on the sideline waiting his turn, he was going to be good. He was going to be respectful when he see you. He was going to shake his hand. He was going to make eye contact. He was going to use good grammar when he spoke to you and all of that. Now, when he got with his friends, he could do whatever it was that he wanted to do. But I always made sure I was on my shit. Always. So that's why it doesn't hurt so bad when you have to step back, when you've been on your shit. It hurt real bad when you know that you haven't been the parent that you needed to be that whole entire time. Or half that time or whatever. Now, shit, I don't have no regrets. I raise others if I need to. So I don't have any regrets when it comes to that, but I will be respected as a mother. I will be respected as a woman. I will be respected as your friend. I will be respected as all of that. My purse opens up a little bit easier when the respect is there. My Cash App gets a little nicer when that respect is there. My heart gets a little bit bigger when that respect is there. But if it gets to the point where I feel like I'm just getting shitted on, and that's a problem for me, for anybody. It's not just my son, it's anybody. It's anybody that come into my life. Hell, if I felt like my mama was using me, I'm going to back up. If I felt like my co-worker, just anybody, I'm going to back up. I've always been that way. Always. And I think God made me that way for a reason. But I knew for sure, being mommy, I had just overstayed my welcome. I overstayed my welcome. So I had to kind of step back. I had to jump and see what this mom life was like. And see how the mom shit was gonna go. And I think it's going pretty good. I think it's going pretty good because I know that my grandkids have one hell of a father. I know that my grandkids have someone that they can go to. My son is caring. He is compassionate. He is, he's great. He's absolutely great. My son has never been in trouble. My son has never, I can't say the boy never went to jail. He did go one time. He was there for about 3-4 hours, but let him tell you the story because he'll swear up and down he was in the feds, and he did about 10 when he came out. He didn't. He was there for about 3 hours from some parking or something. I'm not really sure. But I'm proud to say that because my baby ain't never been in trouble. Never. Never. His kids can always count on him to be there. Always. Child, he watches kids more than any goddamn daddy I've ever had in my life. I ain't lying. He watches kids more than my daddy watched me. But he know what that lack is like a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So he always wanted to be for his children what wasn't for him. I respect that. There's so many things about my son that I respect. It's absolutely insane. But the disconnect doesn't allow us to get that far with one another. It doesn't. And I hate it. But, until we learn how to come correct to one another, then we keep our distance. And I can honestly say that it makes me love him. People be like, absence makes the heart grow fonder. I don't know what he's feeling on his end, but it definitely has done some things in my heart. It has. Especially when I hear that he's doing what he's supposed to be doing. Because I'm your mama, so my ear going to stay to the street. It's going to always do that. So I'm always going to know what you're doing and how you're doing and all of that. Because your friends are going to always tell me. Always. And my husband, like, they communicate and all of that kind of stuff. But it's a mom thing. It's a mom thing that other people wouldn't understand unless they were in our shoes. So a person that got a little bitty toddler probably wouldn't understand. But a person that got a 12 and up, they probably totally get where I'm coming from. Because sometimes you got to step back from their asses too. Kids is growing up. They're growing up. And I just had to realize, y'all, that my baby is growing up. And it's just that. So I just wanted to talk to parents. Don't feel bad for doing the right thing. Don't feel bad for making the right decision. Don't feel bad for, just don't feel bad for none of that. As long as you're doing the right thing, there's absolutely nothing to feel bad about at all. For those that got babies, keep on living. But one thing I'll need you to do, though, teach them the struggle. Show them the struggle. I swear to Jesus, Isaiah, Thomas Christ. If you don't show them the struggle, they'll be so confused as they get older. The reason me and my friends vibe so well, the reason me and my husband vibe so well, the reason why I get along with people that are like me and I attract people that are like me, that's only because we understand certain things when it comes to life. We understand the struggle. We understand what it's like to need and want and not have and all that kind of stuff. Exactly, Chancey. Exactly. So we understand that. So we vibe on a different, it's a different kind of level. And while I thought I was showing my son the extreme struggle and all that kind of stuff, when I look back, I really wasn't. I was so busy trying to shield him and shelter him from so many things that he thought it was okay. I had to get a nigga a name, Dory. I did. But, so he kind of thought that everything was cool. He knew that it was a couple money issues here and there, and he knew that it was a couple, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, nah. For the most part, not at all. When I'm talking to him, though, like, he can kind of pinpoint some times where, oh, man, that was a struggle. I didn't know. Like, I get it now, though, Mom. I do. I totally get it. He get more than I thought he did. But there's still a little boy inside of him that I was holding on to. And I had to let it go. Because it was going to stay there as long as I held on to it. And I just had to let it go. So I'm not going to exactly tell y'all how long it's been since I talked to my son. But I will say that God does absolutely everything in this world for a reason. He does everything for a reason. And in my life, I have very, very, very little regret. Very little. Very, very, very little regret when it comes to decisions that I've made and things that I've done. So be encouraged and just know that you are doing the right thing. You are taking the right steps. You have to still look out for you in all of that. Because if mama's not okay, then I can't be okay to everybody else. And I can't do the things that I need to do. I can't function the way I need to function. Mama get tired too. Mama get tired as hell too. I can't buy your troubles away. I can't pay for things to get better. I can't cash app feelings. I can't do any of those things. So we have to come back on a level of respect, on an even playing field, because now it's two adults. Mama's always in here, but we got to come back here on the same. Our tone got to be the same. Our tone absolutely has to be the same. I can't be cussing and yelling and, you know what I'm saying? I can't do that. I can't. I'm a cusser and I'm a yeller and I love being that way. Shit. But I like to cuss and yell because the kitchen ain't clean. I'm not going to cuss and yell because I just want you to respect me. Oh, no, baby. I'm not going to do that kind of cussing and yelling. I'm sick of that shit. I ain't going to do that no more. I'm not going to do it no more. I'm not going to apologize for demanding it. So you want respect? You make sure you give respect. And that's just how it goes. That's exactly how it goes. So, like I said, you just have to know that as a parent, you are doing your part. You are doing what you need to do. And don't ever let nobody, not a grandma, not a grandpa, not a cousin, not an auntie, not a nobody. Don't let anybody make you feel differently. Don't let anybody make you feel like you're making a wrong decision for loving yourself first. I don't give a shit. I'll be 40 on Saturday. I'm going to love me. I'm definitely going to love me. And anybody that come into my square is going to love me also. No matter what. So big kids. Call your parents. Say, hey, how you doing? Tell them you love them. Tell them you miss them. Tell them you absolutely appreciate them. And you be surprised at what they say back. Now, I tell you what, if they don't say some good shit back to you, hang up in their face. Send them a Cash App request. Get their ass. But you'd be surprised at the response that you'll get. If it's something like, oh, damn, thank you. I appreciate that. That means you don't check on them enough. That just means you don't check on them enough. I got to check on mine more. I do. But when there's a disconnect, you be trying to eliminate all the BS. But I got to do those same things that I'm asking of him. Don't ever be that parent that be like, you the kid. I can't stand when I say that. You the kid. You reach out to me. You do this, you do that, you do this, you do that. Hey, People are people no matter what. I understand that shit get busy and you get tired and you get this and you get that and whatever. I get all of that. But, communication goes both ways. I've always been the one to communicate. My words is just, I be saying, my tone be wrong. My tone be wrong. But it's all out of love. Everything that I do is most definitely out of love. And I just think that kids have to our young adults, because you're grown now. So our young adults have to realize that parents need respect. Parents need love. We want you to check on us. We want you to see how we doing. We want you to, you know what I'm saying? Just kind of say, hey, what's up? All right. I don't want anything. Just wanted to check on you. Talk to you later. Do that. And then for about 5 hours, don't ask for shit. And then before you go to bed, be like, hey, can I get $20? It makes me feel good. You know why? It makes me feel good because for about 5 hours, you didn't ask for shit. And in the morning, you called me and you checked on me. So now I done forgot all about you being in my pockets and shit. All I know is I'm on this high. I'm on this completely amazing high because my child thought enough about me to see how I was doing. Other than ask me for something. I'm just trying to I'm telling you how you can get more. So kids, listen to me. I'm trying to tell you how you can get more. Check on your mamas, but that goes for us too as adults. Call your mama and check on her. Call your daddy and check on him. Because when that casket drop, you'll never get that chance ever again. I see people on here hurting all the time because they can't call their mama again, or they can't reach out to their father again. They can't hold them again. They can't do any of those things again. When that casket drops, that shit is the absolute truth. I talk to my mama every day now, and I probably get cussed out every single day. That's fine, because when that casket drops, I won't get cussed out again. That might not be too bad. No, I'm just kidding. It's a different kind of feeling. And I don't want my son to have that feeling, and I don't want to have that feeling when it comes to him. I knew it was hard for me to let go. My son went out of town for Thanksgiving. He went out of town. I happened to hear that he went out of town to go visit his father. Y'all, I wouldn't give a shit if he was going to go visit the Pope. You let me know where you are going. You let me know that you are leaving town. You let me know what it is that you're doing. I'm like, who the hell do you think you are that you can just leave and not tell me where the hell you going? Now, I do know that was a jab at me. Yeah, I got it. I took it. Took it to the chin. I did. But I also have to realize that he's a man. And there's some decisions that he is going to make on his own. That was tough. To hear that he caught a flight, I don't even know, caught a flight and went out of town. Child, I couldn't even breathe. I wanted to whoop his ass. I wanted to get a whole damn belt and I wanted to whoop him. That's what I wanted to do, but I couldn't because he's grown. He's grown. He's absolutely grown. Then I went through a thing of I was mad at his daddy because I don't know if his daddy had told him to call his mama and check in and make sure, but I realized he's grown. So he didn't have to do none of that. So I get it. I do. I get it. And I understand it. We still ain't talking. No, this shit don't mean that we talking. We still ain't cool. We still Crips and Bloods right now. But, like I said, God does things on his own time. How he wants to, when he wants to. And I am ready and available for whatever it is that he wants me to do when it comes to this situation. But I know that it was just necessary and it was just needed. So, to my son, if you are watching this, I don't even know if we're friends on Facebook. I don't know if he added me back or not. Maybe he just got me just sitting out there pending or whatever. I don't really know. Doesn't matter. You know I love you. I don't need no damn broadcast to say shit. I don't need anything at all. I do want kids to understand, though. I'm not just talking to you, Dejan. I'm talking to anybody, your friends, friends, whoever. It doesn't matter. I just want kids to understand that parenting is not easy. And I have looked through all of my shit since I had you. I have looked through papers. I have looked through all kind of stuff. I have read the back of labels and all kind of shit. Y'all were never sent with instructions. I searched. There's none. I Googled. There's none. So you too will be faced with some of the same difficulties and questions and issues and hardships and all the things that that you probably went through while you were growing up. I need you to be prepared, because you had better have an answer to your own children on why you wasn't as perfect as they thought you should have been as well. So make sure you guys think about that when y'all bringing these kids into the world. They're going to hit you with them same questions. And I don't know for everybody. I called and I thanked my mama already. And I already called and apologized to my mama back when my son was in high school. I apologized because I couldn't understand why I was going through the shit that I was going through. And trust and believe, she reminded me very, very fast on the things that I did when it came to her. You know, the disrespect, the not checking in, the leaving town and not saying where you're going, the all of those things. And I was just like, wow, I didn't know. You know, I absolutely did not know. So with that being said, I promised to raise these two younger children to the best of my ability, as I did when I was 15. And that's all you can do as a parent, guys. That's all we can do, is do our best. That's it. God has given me the chance to love not only my own children, but my grandchildren. So he has kept me on this earth long enough to see my grandchildren. And if God is anything like me, child, I need him to speed up life. Don't make me old, but I need him to speed up life, because I need that little girl of his. I need her. I need Ayla with all her sassiness, and I need her with a little bit of attitude. And I want her to tell her daddy how he ain't doing the shit that he needs to do. And then I want to sit back, because I can watch it. And then I want to sit back and I want to see him pick up his phone. I want to be like, Mama, can you believe this damn girl? Can you believe this girl called me and said da 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 da? And I'm gonna be like, damn, what? That is crazy. She said that? You probably should whoop her ass, because she can't be saying stuff like that. I can't wait. I absolutely can't wait. So God needs to make sure he speed this thing along for him and his kids, so I can see that shit. Because after that happens, I'm going to call my granddaughter and I'm going to tell her to come over so I can high five the shit out of her, because now she is just giving daddy what daddy gave grandma. And that's it. So I'm excited about that, and it hasn't even come yet. So, you know, it is what it is. Y'all know how I am. I'm very transparent. I'm always going to give y'all, I can only give you what I got. That's it. So I can't speak to other people and what they're going through with their children and things like that. I just want people to know that it happens to absolutely any and everybody, and nobody is exempt from it. Parenting is hard. It's not easy. I don't want anybody to get it twisted. I don't give a shit how cute I dress Bailey Nim, how fun life seems, how, you know what I'm saying? Life happens. Life happens. Things change. People change. Your children grow up. Health declines. You know what I'm saying? Like, things just happen. It just does. But I don't want you to lose sight of what's important, and that's yourself. Because if mama's not good, nobody is good. If mama's not feeling okay, nobody is okay. You know, I know my son. If I call my son right now and be like, baby, I need you to do A, B, and C. No question, no anything. He coming. Because we like that. That's us. He's coming. But I know that I can't do that because God gave us this pause for a reason. And I don't mess with what God say. I don't. He gave us this pause for a reason. We needed this moment to kind of step back from each other. Sometimes you got to step back from things that you love so much. I don't know if anybody's ever heard the saying that sometimes you can love something or someone so much, you got to let it go. You absolutely have to let it go. And letting him go meant allowing him to become a man all by himself. And knowing that he's going to make mistakes and that he's going to do some things that's not so pleasing to me. And he's going to do some things that's not so, you know what I'm saying? All of that. But he's still my child. No matter what. Absolutely no matter what. I'm sorry. He's still mine. And so, am I going to go to the end of the earth for him? Yes, I am. But this time, I'm not going to carry his ass. I'm going to let him walk to the end of the earth by his goddamn self. And I just see him when he get there. And that's it. That's it. So, if I was able to help anybody today when it comes to parenting older kids, now I can't help y'all with them younger ones. All our asses is shook. I'm sorry. We was too goddamn old. We shouldn't have had them. But we did. And now we stuck. And, you know, that's it. So, but the older kids, listen. The older kids, I'm telling you, wasn't no manual to their ass. Or if they did, if there was a manual, that shit got lost at Emmanuel, because they didn't send that shit home with me. They didn't send me none of that. They said love him, clothe him, protect him, take care of him, show him the right thing, be a great role model for him, be who he needs you to be, comfort him in the middle of the night, comfort him when he falls. They said shit like that. They didn't say, there was nothing in there, there was no chapter on perfection. And I'm not going to keep on racking my brains and beating myself up and stressing myself out because you want perfect. I'm not her. I'm just absolutely not. And just like you're not either. So we both have to understand who we are and work from there. So that's it. That is all the hell I got. Continue, but yeah, always prayers. Send them. Shit, we like prayers. We accept it and we receive it, long as it's the right thing. We don't receive no BS. But if it's a good one, child, go ahead and pray. Because I know for sure the Lord gave me a man. And I know for sure the Lord gave me a responsible young man, honey. Some people be like, Alicia, the boy could be doing more. He absolutely could. That's why my complaints be very, very small, honey. Very, very small, because somebody don't know where their child is. Somebody don't know. Somebody lost their child. Somebody don't have a son anymore that they can call on or hold on to, or you know what I'm saying? Somebody doesn't have that. Somebody don't have the opportunity to cuss theirs out one more time or to hold theirs one more time. You know what I'm saying? So I absolutely understand it. I absolutely get it. I also know that the Lord didn't do this thing for no reason. The Lord told me to step back. I know he did. Ain't nobody else said the shit. Didn't nobody else tell me to do it. And nobody else eased my heart in order to do it. A few weeks back, I was battling migraines so bad. I never had migraines in my life. My head was hurting so bad. I thought I was gonna have an aneurysm. And I'm Googling, I'm doing all this, trying to figure out where these headaches is coming from and why. It was my heart. It was my heart not being able to let my son go. And I had so much shit jumbled up in my head. I still got my toddler, still got to make sure that they okay. I still got to be a wife. I still got to be their mama. I still got to be the boss. I still got to be this, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to open up these businesses. I'm trying to do this. I'm writing this book. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do all these different things. I'm coaching these people on their lives and all that kind of stuff. And child, it was just SON going across my whole, it was my son. Because what wasn't, the things that weren't sitting right inside of my heart, that shit was shooting straight to the top of my head. My mama said, girl, take that wig off. Maybe that's why your head hurting so bad. Maybe the glue too tight. Maybe the strap is too tight. Maybe the this, that, and the other. And I kept trying to assure her that it was not the wig. It was my own heart. I couldn't take it no more inside of here, so the shit was, it had to come out somewhere. It had to. Your mama was gonna have me sitting there looking like Danny Glover, honey, trying to get my life together. Girl, I ain't taking this wig off. I look like Joshua up underneath here. I look just like Joshy. Child, I don't know what this hair is doing, but I wasn't finna see what it was gonna do. Now, if that meant I had to take that wig off, that shit wasn't gonna happen. Me and my son just would have had to try to figure it out some other kind of way. But I knew it wasn't that. I knew it was my heart. My heart was starting to explode. So people can be doing so good in their life, and shit can be looking so amazing and so awesome and so this, that, and the other. Child, my marriage, 100%. Them toddlers, 100%. Parenting the other kid, all that shit, 100%. The home, good. Business, good. Life, good. Everything, good. My son, that shit, I couldn't breathe, y'all. I absolutely could not breathe. Because that one right there, baby, that one means the world to me. I trade Bailey in for him. No, I won't. I'm just playing. Now that my son, child, please, that is my world. He's my world. Dejan is the reason I didn't want to have any other children, because I didn't know if I could love them as much as I loved him, and I thought it was going to be unfair to their little asses. I did. Child, I had to pray before I left the hospital with them kids, because I had to make sure I was going to be able to love them on that level or more. I had to, because he had set the bar for any child that was to come into my life. He definitely did that. I have an amazing child. I have a strong young man. And I pray on his ass, honey, every single day, every single night. But I've done that well before this. I've done that since he was a little bitty baby. I used to stand at his bedroom. I used to stand at his door so he wouldn't think I was crazy. And I would just lift my hand toward him in the bed. And I would just pray. Child, he'd be playing that damn video game and I'd just be praying like hell. And that was because I was young and I needed him to be great. I needed him to be great because everybody expected us not to be. Everybody expected us to be so much less than what we are right now. So I had to make sure we was all right. So the only thing I knew what to do, child, when you're broke, you pray. When you uncomfortable, pray. When you don't know, pray. When you can't think, pray. When you don't have no food, pray. And so that's what I did, child. I lift my hand towards my son and I prayed. But I had to start praying for me too. He couldn't get all the damn prayers. I done gave him so many. Shit, I was shorting myself. So I had to realize in my heart it was enough for everybody to go around. But I didn't know. I did what I had to do though. So again, no regrets, no complaints. I just know that there's a parent out there that's feeling the same way, that has gone through the same thing, going through the same thing, about to go through the same thing, all of that kind of stuff. And I needed this. Because as soon as Bailey and Josh try that shit, I'm stepping back too. I ain't even gonna tell y'all about it. I'm gonna step back so goddamn far. Child, I'm gonna look like Bart Simpson when he stepped back. When Homer, when he stepped back through them bushes. I'm gonna step back so goddamn fast from Bailey, honey. That daddy is gonna have to go ahead and get with her. Because if not, we're gonna be at Fontenelle fighting. Because I know her mouth is already smart. I never had a smart mouth out there, John. That mouth ain't smart, honey. It's not. It's sarcastic like his mama's. But he ain't never been disrespectful. Never that. So, mamas, do your thing. Daddies, do your thing. Y'all not exempt from it. I don't want people to be thinking that the daddies, oh, the mamas is the only ones that go through it. Bullshit, daddies go through it too. You do. We have 2 older children. We have a middle boy, a little girl, and then these toddlers. So we gonna catch it from all angles. Daddy gonna catch it on his own time, but he deals with things a little bit differently from me. But one thing about my husband, he never said turn your back on your child. He never said that. He said teach him how to be a man. But he never said turn your back on your child. Pay attention to the people that you with. Pay attention to the people that love you. Pay attention to the people that you are married to and how they support your child. That child that, you're from a previous relationship or something like that. Pay attention to that. That shit is very, very important. My husband said, you just have to teach him how to be a man, Alicia. You just have to show him. That's just what you have to do. He never said stop loving him. He never said give up. He never said none of those things. Hell, they probably talk more than me and my son do. Because he's going to make sure that he's good. He's going to make sure he's okay. Even though mama's taking a break for a second. And I promise you, as soon as I step back, y'all, I ain't had no more headaches. The migraines is gone. Because I gave it to God. I'm just telling y'all. I don't know who y'all believe in or who y'all pray to, but whoever it is, give it to him. And that way he can handle the rest. Because I know for sure that is the only thing that gets me through day to day. That's the only thing that got me through this broadcast right now. Was God. Because normally, child, I'd have been crying. I know I'd have been crying. I had my little lashes ready. I wasn't going to let them take me on out like that, though. But it wasn't nobody but God. Because I know what my heart feels for my child. And I know how my heart beats for my child. But he's a man. And he's going to be a good man. Or he is a good man. I didn't say he's going to be a good man. He is a good man. And he's going to be everything that God wants him to be. He just got to do it on his own time. In his own way. So, I'll talk to y'all later. I'm finna get up out of here. Act like I was doing some work today. My hand sanitizer done wore off, so now my hands is ashy again. So, alright, Facebook, I love y'all. I will talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.